Boker Tov Yeladim. How is everybody this morning? All right, everybody turn on the cameras. We're going to start our day. All right, Laraland, you're going to start us off today. Hadassah is going to pray. The Laras are going to do the Shema. And Yeshua is going to do the Ten Commandments.
Thank you, Lord, for this day. Forgive us, so please help us to learn more in peace and learn about the Bible. In His name, Shema Yehovah Melodei Yehovah Echad Baruch Shekebo Malkueto Leolam Fire Israel. The Lord our God is one God. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Eden. Do not have any other gods beside my face. Do not take the name of the Lord in vain. Keep the Sabbath holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. And do not covet.
All right, everybody, give Yeshua the big hand. All righty. So now we're starting, we're going to start looking at something that's just like a little bit of a prophecy. Well, it's a big prophecy. We're going to try to understand it at a kid level. All right, who wants to read this morning? Well, Lev's hand was first. Lev, read Bereshit 45, verse 2 and 3.
He wept out loud, and the Egyptians heard, and Pharaoh's household heard. Joseph said to his brothers, I am Joseph. Is it true that my father is still alive? His brothers couldn't answer him. They were so dumbfounded at seeing him.
All right. Thank you, Lever Baloney. Now we're going to look at an interesting word. An interesting word. What does the word dumbfounded mean? Dumbfounded. D-U-M-B-F-O-U-N-D-E-D. D-U-M-B-F-O-U-N-D-E-D. Dumbfounded. Let's see. Let's start out with Yeshua this morning. Yeshua, what does the word dumbfounded mean?
Dumbfounded is like
Are you dumbfounded?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know what dumbfounded is? Okay. Adasi, you want to answer? Go ahead.
Dumbfound means that like you're like this. Like what? Like silly.
You're like what?
Like silly.
Like silly? Like Pincus?
Yeah, he looks silly.
Dumbfounded is silly? I don't know. I don't know about that one. All right, let's see. Marley. Marley. What is dumbfounded? Are you dumbfounded?
Dumbfounded means surprised or shocked, I would say.
Surprised or shocked? Okay, Riet.
Dumbfounded is like it means speechless, like you don't have anything to say.
Is Adrian ever dumbfounded?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay. Speechless, surprised, Lev.
It means like let's say someone reveals what you did. Like let's say a person killed someone.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Let's say a person killed someone. And then this other person basically he uncovered what he did and told it to the court. And then when the police come and say, come to the court, we need to judge you, like to the person that killed someone, then he'll probably like be like in his mind, what? I didn't know that someone told someone else, but it's as if their mouth dropped open and they didn't know what to say. Like basically shocked.
Well, did they kill them?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Well, in your story, did the person kill them?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we got surprised, we got shocked, we got speechless. Yadiel, what's the word dumbfounded mean?
Like not thinking straight.
Not what straight?
Thinking straight.
What do you mean thinking straight?
Like thinking correctly.
Say it again, please.
Not thinking correctly.
What do you mean not thinking correctly? Thinking that broccoli tastes good?
I like broccoli.
Well, you're crazy, man. You're dumbfounded there.
What?
Okay, so does dumbfounded mean thinking broccoli is good?
Anyone can think broccoli is good.
No, broccoli is from Satan. Can you think of another example of dumbfounded? Not thinking straight is not dumbfounded.
Confused.
Confused, that's a better word. Confused, speechless, dumbfounded, confused, speechless. Okay, let's see, Kevin Lemmers. Because we need to, because Joseph said to his brothers, I am Joseph. Is it true that my father is still alive? His brothers couldn't answer him because they were so dumbfounded at seeing him. Kevin, what does dumbfounded mean, man?
Surprised.
Surprised? Like somebody jumps out from behind the door and says, surprise!
No,
Is that what you mean?
amazed.
amazed, surprised, amazed, speechless. Michael, what do you think dumbfounded means? Because we need to understand what happened to Joseph's brothers. Michael.
Shock.
What, Michael?
Shock.
Shocked like you stuck your finger in a light socket? Ah!
Huh?
What, Michael?
No.
I didn't hear you again. You said it too short.
No.
Okay. All right, let's see if we haven't given anybody else a chance. Victoria, can you tell me what dumbfounded is?
I think dumbfounded is like it's like a guilty surprise, and then you get shook.
You got shook like you get woke? What?
Well, it's like you didn't think that that person would know something that you did, or it's just something bad, and so they get shook and surprised.
Is it always something bad to be dumbfounded? Because it doesn't seem that verse 3 is bad.
Well, I think most of the time it is, but it doesn't have to be something bad.
Okay, most of the time it's bad, but it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Okay. Mia, what do you think? Last one on the word dumbfounded. What do you think? Is it something bad all the time, or can it be something good?
It's something. It doesn't just have to be bad. It can also be good. The definition of dumbfounded means to be like extremely surprised that you're speechless.
Extremely. Is there a difference between surprise and extremely surprised?
Yeah. Surprise is whoa, pretty much, but extremely surprised is a much high. It's to a higher level. Being extremely surprised, the fact that you're speechless is much higher than just surprised.
Okay, all right. So good words, everybody. Good words. Good words, because speechless, super surprised. It doesn't always necessarily mean something bad that you're dumbfounded. Okay, but a lot of times it can be that you don't know the answer to something or something like that, or dumbfounded is like Mia said, you're super surprised. So do we think that Joseph's brothers were super surprised? Elisheva, do you think that Joseph's brothers, after not seeing him for this long, do you think that they were super surprised when he told them I'm Joseph?
Yes.
Why do you think that they were super surprised?
They haven't seen him for so long.
We see him so long.
Say it louder.
We see him so long.
They haven't seen him in so long? Why didn't they see him in so long?
Thought he was dead.
He's dead.
He's dead? They thought he was dead?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so here in verse 2 and 3, who wants to read verse 2 and 3? Who wants to read 2 and 3? Riet?
He wept aloud, and the Egyptians heard, and Pharaoh's household heard. Joseph said to his brothers, I am Joseph. Is it true that my father is still alive? His brothers couldn't answer him. They were so dumbfounded at seeing him.
Okay, now we got to go back. Why is he weeping? Why is he crying? He wept aloud, and the Egyptians heard. And in Pharaoh's house was heard. Joseph said to his brother, I am Joseph. Why was he crying? Yeshua, why was he crying? He didn't do anything bad. I thought when you do something bad, you cry.
Because he met his brothers.
He's what?
He met his brothers
He met his brother, so he's gonna cry?
because he hadn't seen him too long. It was 13 years and he hadn't seen him.
But they saw.
His family.
But he saw them a couple of times when they came and got food.
But they didn't know him. But his brothers didn't know him.
His brothers didn't know him. But now since he tells them who he is, he's gonna cry?
Yeah.
Lev's got her hand up. Lev.
Lev.
Well, there are many different ways of crying. Crying in laughter, crying when you're mad, crying when you're sad, crying when you're guilty, crying when you miss someone. There are lots of different ways to cry.
Crying when you're mad?
Yes, that can happen.
When you're mad, I don't cry when I'm mad.
Well, you don't necessarily go like, you don't necessarily go like that. Like tears start forming in your eyes if you're like really mad.
This ever happened to you?
Yes.
When you're mad, you cry, or you're sad, you cry?
Well, all of them.
No, not Lev.
Yes.
Not Lev, Leo. Lev, Leo.
She gives up, I think.
Okay, let's see here. Marley. Why is Joseph crying?
Because he's so excited to see his brothers.
But he's seen them a couple of times already.
Yes, but his brothers didn't know who Joseph was when he had all the wigs on and stuff like that.
So he takes off his wig and says, "Hi, I'm Yoda!" Crybaby. That's what you think happened?
Yes.
Adrian, haven't heard from you today. Are you awake, Adrian? How you doing this morning, Mr. Adrian?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You eat some breakfast this morning or no?
Not really, actually. Although I do have some water in my system.
Oh, so you're running on fumes. All right. So why is Joseph crying? He's 37 years old.
I mean, the stuff he had to go that happened, that role ended up with him in that position. That, for example, I mean, then also that his brothers are there, the people that did this to him. I mean, that he has to, and that he was faking, not revealing his true identity and all that. Yeah, you could probably, it could probably bring you to tears, knowing
The guy's like
people like
35.
that.
The guy's like 35 years old now because there's still a couple more years of the famine. He's a leader of a nation. Isn't that? Is that going to look bad that the Egyptians heard, the Pharaohs heard? Joseph's a crybaby. He's a crybaby.
Well, they also bowed and everything. That also may have triggered it because, that's his dream. I mean, he probably misses the times before.
So this is all happening now. He's weeping aloud, saying, "I'm Joseph. Is my father still alive?" His brothers couldn't answer, and so he's, "Is my father alive?" Is that what's going on, Adrian?
I mean, he had to leave. I mean, he left quickly because he was crying again.
Man, what a pansy!
I think it's just because, I mean, all the stuff he went through, a lot has changed.
So you're thinking he's crying because of a lot of, but the guy's in charge. The guy is raised up. He's got a wife and 2 kids now. He's 35 years old at minimum because there's a couple more years left of the famine. You know, and he's a leader. Thousands and thousands of people are coming to him for food because there's a famine. And then now he's crying because he sees his brothers? Come on, Adrian. Help me out here, man.
I mean, even people of his rank will cry at times. They cry sometimes.
You see President Trump crying?
Well, maybe not on camera at least.
All right, let me see here. Oh no, we got Tiffany. Wait, Ario's going into the military. Mr. Vomit Man. Why is Joseph crying, Ariel, man? This guy's a pansy.
Been like more than 30 years, and two, he wanted to know if his father was still alive because then when he left, his father was old, and he wanted to still know if he could still see his father again before he died.
But why is he crying? Why is he crying like a young?
I mean, come on, it's been so long, and I think he probably missed them and still loves them to like deep down in his heart.
I mean, if you didn't see for like 13 years, you'd cry when you saw Tiffany again?
No.
Then why is he crying?
I mean, that's Yosef. Like I still don't understand why he cried him, even though because they did sin against him. They did wanted to kill him, but like at this point, you probably already forgiven them since it's been like 30 something years.
Well, it hasn't been 30 years. It's been
13.
Oh.
It's been 13 years.
It's been about 20 years. About 18 years. Because there's still a couple more years of the famine.
Well, it's still been a long time, and so you probably would have just forgiven them at that point.
Well, there's some people that can't forgive, especially when you break their DS.
That was good reason.
Oh, and Joseph doesn't have good reason?
He had a good reason as well. They fall into the same category.
Joseph's on his brother. You see, he broke my DS, man! Right, so Tiffany, why is Joseph crying? Needs his diaper changed or something like the baby there?
No, I think, well, reading the previous chapters, we can tell that Joseph was a good person and that he had, he was just a good person because he believed in the Torah and everything. And I think he did miss his brothers and his family because he's been 13 years in a whole other land with a whole other different culture. Well, it's been almost 15 to 20 years now, but he spent such a long time with a different culture in a different land that wasn't, people he grew up with. I think that's why he was sad and that's why he cried.
Okay, all right, that's a pretty good answer. Pretty good answer. Let's see what we got over here. Let's go to Jeffiter. Jennifer, are you there, Jeffiter? So you're there, Jennifer?
Yes.
Why is Joseph crying? All I see is your couch in the window.
think maybe because Mrs. Brothers.
Mrs. the brothers that wanted to murder him?
Because he hasn't seen his family for his his Jewish family for like a long time ago. Huh?
Yeah, but he's seen them. He's thrown them in jail, he's had his fun with them, and now he's gonna reveal it. Now he reveals himself and he's crying. Is that what a guy does?
Yeah.
Who put their thumb up? Is that Kevin?
Isn't it?
Huh?
Isn't it?
So if you didn't see your brothers for a while, like a year or so, Jennifer, you would cry?
Yeah.
You,
My
you,
brother.
you would miss Michael?
Yeah.
No. You'd miss Kevin, the noise box Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin's so noisy, it's like quiet without him around. So you would cry, maybe because you're a girl. Dang. All right, let's see. Let's go over to Allie Mae. Allie Mae. Allie Mae is like, I climb trees. Allie Mae, is Allie Mae there? Let me see. Oh, there she is. Allie Mae, why is Joseph crying, man?
Because he misses his brothers.
But he's already seen them a couple of times. He, gave them a meal. He gave them rice. No, he didn't give them rice. He gave them grain.
It's probably mostly that he missed Benjamin and probably his father.
So why didn't he say, I'm not crying for you. I'm crying for Benjamin and Dad.
I don't know. I mean,
Who said the
whatever
rest?
he wanted to say.
Well, so you're just thinking he's crying for those two people.
Probably.
The guy is
I would
like
love my brothers if I saw
the
them
guy. The guy's.
times, but I didn't reveal myself to them.
So would you cry? Huh?
No. No.
You cry when RJ comes back on leave?
So I'm just really excited.
You don't cry. Do you cry when he leaves? You cry when RJ leaves?
So I
Gotta get near your microphone.
don't think I do.
Because you're Allie Mae. I climb trees. I ride four-wheelers. I shoot guns.
Very true. Very true.
Okay, so I'm Allie Mae. I'm not gonna be like Joseph, a crybaby. All right. All right, so a lot of times, wait, I didn't have any chance. Yadiel, what do you think? Is this cool for Joseph to cry?
No. I
You don't
don't know.
think you don't cry, right? Your monkey cries?
Yeah.
So you don't think this is being too manly, crying like this, right?
Yeah.
He's sort of being like a girl. But Allie Mae says she doesn't cry.
I usually always have.
So why do you think Joseph is crying?
Probably because I think his brothers didn't want to see him and didn't care about him.
So his brothers didn't want to see him and they didn't care about him. So that's why he's crying when he's revealing himself. I'm Joseph!
Maybe they talk bad stuff about Yosef and to him.
They talk trash about Joseph. And now this is like, 18 years later, Joseph he's like in charge of all Egypt. He's giving out food to people. He's a married man. He's got 2 kids of his own. Okay. And then he sees his brothers and now he's going to cry like a baby.
I guess.
Why is he crying?
Probably because they never wanted to see him. They thought he was dead and they didn't care about him.
Is your brother there?
Yeah.
Uncle.
Oh yeah, uncle. What do you think, man? What do you think Joseph is not being a man by crying?
I mean, it's okay to cry, but in that type of situation, like since it's been so many years, it's like very emotional that it's like if he was like forgotten and that they thought that after these many years that he was gone and then you probably will never see him again. So knowing that Yosef is seeing them again, I guess it brings him like an emotional moment to him.
So when you get emotional, you cry?
It's at times.
Okay. All right. All right. Mia's got her hand up. Mia, good answer.
All right, just because a man cries doesn't mean that he's being a girl.
Men are supposed to cry?
Sometimes there are those times when there are times when they have to end up crying because it's too much. Maybe it could be too much stress or something like that. I mean, remember King David cried for his son Absalom.
All the people of Nineveh cried, and
Yeah,
including the men.
What, Lev?
Including the men. All the people of Nineveh cried for forgiveness to God.
I'm pretty sure Yeshua did.
And if you go down,
Maybe not now. All right, go ahead, fine.
in Luke 49, verse 42.
In Luke
19, verse 41 and 42. It says, when Yeshua had come closer and could see the city, he wept over it, saying, if you only knew today what is needed for shalom, but for now it is hidden from your sight. When you read 41,
he wept over the city.
Why was he weeping?
I think it was because the fact that I think this is Jerusalem here that Jerusalem does not. The people of Jerusalem don't want to listen to the Lord. I mean, it hurts the Lord the fact that people don't want to welcome him into their lives. So I think Yeshua was weeping, was crying over Jerusalem for the fact that the people didn't want to listen, and the fact that he felt upset for them, the fact that they were ignoring God.
So Yeshua was weeping over them because they were ignoring God. So Joseph was weeping over his brothers because they were ignoring him?
It's different. You can cry over different circumstances. Here in this case, I think it's the fact that Joseph realizes that. I mean, look, remember he acted different towards his brothers when they first came. So yeah, he was probably able to control himself. I'm more than sure that he was about to cry the first time he saw them, but he controlled himself. And the second time when he saw his brother, he went away and cried. But this time he's in front of his brothers and ends up crying in front of them. I think it's the fact that it's gotten too stressful for him. I mean, you can't just bottle up your feelings and just hold them there. Sometimes you have to let them out. I'm pretty sure it's the fact that he probably feels sad for his brothers. Like, and he probably is also like feeling sad all those years, wondering how they were. He probably missed them. He probably felt a bunch of feelings at the same time.
All right. So we see later on that Yeshua weeps over Yerushalayim because destruction is coming. So here Yosef is a foreshadow, meaning he's somebody that's like Messiah Yeshua. Okay? So he's weeping because he's revealing himself to his brothers. What does it mean to reveal yourself? That's the next part we need to look at, or move on to the next part. What does it mean to reveal yourself? Let's see. Let's go over to, let's see. Let's start with the young ones first. Let's see. Let's see who I got here. Let's see who I got. Let's see. Sheva, what does it mean to reveal something? We talked about it a little bit the other day.
Yes. Just reveal me. I just told you. Show yourself. Come on, you are talking your head off. Come on. So show yourself.
Show yourself.
What do you mean, show yourself?
What do you mean? What do you think it means?
Joseph was gonna show himself? How?
And I'm your brother.
I'm not your brother.
I'm your brother, not your
I'm not your brother. All right. All right, Lev had her hand up. Lev.
So what reveal means is that basically he had a disguise on, basically. Like, he had the eyeshadow on, Egyptian clothes. He had a fake name. Anyway, I mean, an Egyptian name. What was it? Yes. So, what does it mean to reveal? So basically, you hear how he says, I am Yosef. He doesn't say, I am Zephnath Paneah. That would sound weird. If he said
Serious.
he said his real name. That means he, like, basically, it's like as if there's a whiteboard and there's a bunch of scribbles on it. It's basically as if Yosef's wiping off some of the stains, basically. What I mean is that he's slowly taking off his disguise. Like, first he took off his name, and then probably he had, well, I guess his Egyptian clothes were the same. Like, they probably washed them. But since he said, I am Yosef, that, like, it's like as if he took off his disguise already. They know it's him already.
So
And they also see by the facial features.
well, it doesn't say he took off all his makeup then. He just says, now, do you think he spoke in Hebrew?
Yes, he probably still did, but they probably taught him Egyptian language there.
Well, he did speak the Egyptian language because remember he needs an interpreter. He used an interpreter when they first came.
Yes. So he speaks Egyptian.
Okay. So here Joseph is revealing himself to his brothers, and his brothers are like, no, it can't be. Okay, that's a foreshadow of the Messiah, because many Jewish people do not believe that Yeshua is our Messiah. Okay, so when the Messiah gets revealed, most people are like, huh, huh. Everybody go, huh. Everybody go, huh. Everybody give their dumbfounded look. Everybody give their dumbfounded look. Can't be. No, it can't be him. Can't be him. All right, so then what goes on, because people, his brothers are dumbfounded, they don't believe him. Let's go on to this. Who wants to read this? All right, nobody likes to read except me. All right, Yadiel. Yadiel, read verse 4. 45 verse 4. Let me unmute you.
Joseph said to his brothers, "Please come closer." And they came closer. He said, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt."
All right, very good read, very good read. So here's brothers are dumbfounded. Huh? And he says, come closer. Why do you think he said come closer? What do you think, Victoria? Why do you think he said come closer?
I think maybe just to get a closer look at him.
Well, shouldn't they keep social distancing?
Well, not back then. You didn't have to. And he probably wanted to like admire them and to see their faces.
Or maybe he still got his makeup on?
What?
Maybe Yosef still got his makeup on and he looked like an Egyptian, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's saying, come closer. It's really me under all this makeup.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Adrian thinks. Adrian, wake up, Adrian. This is what happens when you don't eat breakfast before class. Why do you think Yosef says come closer?
Sorry about that. It's probably because he wants them to inspect them and to realize that he really is their brother. Also, I've been awake this whole time.
What?
He wanted them to come closer to inspect him more closely and to see that he really is their brother. Also, sorry.
Go ahead.
Also, I've been awake this whole time, actually.
Well, you're just really comfortable in your chair with your eyes closed.
Did I close my eyes?
Marley threw you under the bus again.
Okay, then.
You might want to stay awake for class there, Mr. Adrian. Maybe get yourself a cup of coffee and get your day going here. Okay. Let's see. Yadiel, why does Yosef say come closer? Why does he say come closer?
So maybe like he didn't want no one else to hear.
Oh, now he's gonna do a secret?
Yeah.
But everybody already heard when he was crying before. It said the Egyptians heard, Pharaoh's house heard. So now he's trying to be cool. Yeah, come here, man. Respect me. See if I really am. Is that what he's saying, man? Is that what he's saying? Say, come here, closer. Is that what he's doing?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? So what do you think he's doing, man?
He's probably just like shy about it.
or mad that
He's in charge. He's in charge of the whole empire. Very interesting, right? All right, let me see who else can give me some. Allie Mae, what do you think? Why is it? He says, Joseph said to those brothers, please come closer. And they came closer. He said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. So now he's saying, I remember you sold me into Egypt, man. Allie Mae, this ain't going to go over well. He's telling them he remembers.
I think maybe, yeah. I think maybe he said that because so that maybe they could get a closer look at him, so that way they would recognize him.
I don't know. I'd kind of be worried. You know, he said, I'm Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. I'd be like, oh, man. He remembers what we did to him. It's 18 years ago, almost 20 years now. Now we're in his house, and he's asking, my father alive, my brother alive, and now he's telling me to come closer. I'm your brother who you sold in Egypt. Oh man, now he's gonna kill me. He's gonna punch me in the face. He's gonna punch me in his big old nose.
I don't think so. I think he just wanted to tell them for them to recognize who he was, because I guess he had on makeup and stuff, that he was Joseph.
Okay. What do you think, Tiffany? Tiffany, I'm Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt.
that sounds kind of like he's reminding them it sounds a little bit petty, like I'm Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into slavery. Like
Don't you forget.
it's like that. I think he cares about them, but like it's also that they also sold him. The reason the reason he was in prison and everything is because of his brothers.
So when that scary, when you say like, I'm your sister Tiffany, the one you broke, whose DS you broke.
It's so funny. I it'll be. I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's more that Joseph did miss them because he's been in a whole land, but he remembers how he got there. He forgave, but he didn't forget.
I don't know, man. I'm Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt. I'd be kind of worried. You want me to come closer? Why do you want me to come closer? All right, we'll get to the spiritual. Yeshua, why is he saying this? Yeshua, I'm your brother Joseph, whom you sold into slavery. Are you going to get closer to him after you did such a nasty thing?
They remember what they would do, what they think, what they're thinking.
He wants them to remember what they did to him?
Yes.
I'd be running out the door.
What?
He said, come closer. I'm your brother Joseph, who you sold into slavery. I'd be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Where's your bathroom? Oh, it's outside. I'll be back in an hour.
Maybe.
I'd be like getting on my camel, my donkey, my horse. I'd be like, out of there, man. Right, Pincus.
Now, why did Yeshua that?
Well,
Well, what?
Are you dumbfounded?
that he said that.
But you
Oh.
don't say nothing.
So you must be dumbfounded.
Rabbi.
All right, let's see what else we got here. All right. Sinclairs are playing musical chairs. Who I got on my other screen here? Okay. Vicky, wouldn't that worry you? Victoria? Please come closer. And they came closer and he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. I mean, I'd be running.
Well, I mean, it would be like, I think for that you would be dumbfounded. Like the brothers, they were probably dumbfounded.
Well, it said they were dumbfounded in the last one, but this guy that you haven't seen in almost 20 years, the one you sold into slavery, is telling you come closer, and now I'm your brother Joseph. Now he's saying the guy you sold as a slave.
Well, just because he said like come closer, that's like creepy and scary.
Why do you think that's creepy and scary?
Well, because it's like they did something bad already, so like Joseph can do something back to them, so they didn't know what he was gonna do or say.
Maybe they should just go hug a tree.
Yeah.
It'll make them feel better. Wait, I'm gonna go out and go find a tree in Egypt. I'm gonna go. It might take me a while. I'll be back in a few days.
Well, hugging trees is good because of the like energy that they
Energy.
have.
Energy. They
Mhm.
have energy.
Yeah.
Is this something like karma?
Like what?
That's something like
Oh.
karma. Like hugging a tree is gonna give you energy.
Well, it's not like karma, it's just like nature, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't see anybody hugging the tree in the scriptures, but I do see the trees clapping their hands.
Clapping their hands.
Yeah, it says the trees are going to clap their hands because they can
What?
talk. They can talk. That's a study for another thing. It's science. The trees talk to one another. Allie Mae had her hand up. Allie Mae.
And also, I have one thing to say. Whenever you climb trees, you hug trees because you have to hold on to the tree.
Well, you're holding on so you don't fall on your butt.
Climbing trees are good for you.
Well, climbing trees are fun.
Yeah, you're also hugging them.
Well, it's either hug it or fall.
Yeah, but you're still hugging the tree. I mean,
Well, let's come back to this story. All right, so Joseph says to his brothers, now the spiritual side of this, everybody, because it's a prophecy. Once Yeshua the Messiah gets revealed, because Joseph is a foreshadow of Messiah, meaning he's the one that came first. Okay, and he reveals himself to the Hebrew brothers and sisters, and then it says, "Come and inspect it." Okay, you got to inspect the word to prove that Yeshua is the foretold Messiah. Okay, let's go into one little last bit here because it's our last day. And remember, no class the rest of the week. Now, okay, Mia, read verse 5.
But don't be sad that you sold me into slavery here, or angry at yourselves, because it was God who sent me ahead of you to preserve life.
Okay, so Joseph understood all the things that he went through. What does it mean to preserve life? Marley?
To preserve life?
Yeah, to preserve life.
Oh, so that they wouldn't die.
Well, how did he preserve life?
Well, he planned to save up food so no one would die.
Plan to save up food so no one would die. Okay. Yadiel, let me unmute you. Good answer, Marley.
On the other thing, here's where they showed that Joseph showed that he was the other brother of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a pretty good picture.
Yeah. That's all I have to say.
All right. Let me move on to. Michael, what does it mean to preserve life?
To give,
Say that again, please.
to give
What do you mean to give?
life,
No, preserving life. What does it mean to preserve life? You there, Mike?
yes,
What does it mean to preserve? Are you dumbfounded?
yes,
Okay, let's go over to Mia. Mia, what does it mean to preserve life?
what it means to preserve life would mean like you take action to be able to protect it from whatever, to protect it from bad things happening. Like here in this case, that with the dreams that the Lord revealed to Pharaoh and Joseph, the fact that God sent Joseph ahead to be able to take action against the famine in order to protect a lot of people from dying.
All right, very good, Mia. Let me get you on my screen. To preserve life, sometimes we have to go through some difficult times. Allie Mae, you want to say something before we close? All right. So sometimes you got to go through difficult things, everybody. Things that might not be that easy to go through, but God has always got a plan. And Joseph understood that plan. And he's telling his brothers, now, here I understand why what God's plan was. I was sent here before to use the gift set. To use the gifts that God gave him. Okay? All right. We're going to end our class this week already in prayer because we're getting ready for the Pesach. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 1 to 10. All those numbers in between 1 to 10. Allie Mae, you got the first shot.
5.
You are wrong. Marley,
4.
you are wrong. Yadiel, let me unmute you.
7.
You are wrong. Lev,
2,
you are wrong. Elisheva,
go.
5.
you are wrong. Yeshua,
6.
you are wrong. Thing 3, Riet,
8.
you are wrong. Mia,
9,
you are wrong. Victoria,
3.
you are wrong. Okay, we're gonna go around again. There's only a couple. Marley. I'll unmute you. Go ahead.
1.
You are correct.
Yay.
Wait, but you said all the numbers between 1 and 10.
No, I said all the numbers also between 1 and 10.
Oh, okay.
Father God, I thank you that we could attend this class. Lord, please let us be able to learn more about you. And Lord, please let us make friends and be able to go outside. Lord, thank you that we could have another day to live. Amen.
Amen. You guys have a great day. Shalom.
Shalom.